you're having issues with, you mentioned a whole lot of things, but we're starting with risk management today.
Okay.
So, yes. So tell me, what do you understand as risk management? What do you think is risk management?
Actually, what I know about risk management, what I have learned about risk management is, risk management is just a way whereby you can prevent your capital that you are using to trade from you exhausting the capital, and in a way whereby you can use it to multiply your capital as well while trading.
Okay. So that's what you understand as risk management.
Yes, ma.
But I think the original definition, or what I know is risk management, is the ability to strategize and manage your position. Not just managing your position, strategizing, managing, and maximizing your gains when it comes to trading. Because risk management can be applied to every aspect of your life. It could either be your business, your finances. If you don't know how to manage it, it probably will just collapse. So I think risk management should be defined as techniques and strategies used to maximize profits and minimize losses when it comes to trading. So it doesn't just have to do with position sizing, how to the trades to take, how to calculate your stop loss and entries. Though it has a whole lot to do with that aspect, but the most important thing is maximizing your profits and minimizing your loss. So that's it, like proper risk management. That is what risk management is all about. So do you understand what I said?
Okay, ma.
Yeah. So, for you to understand a proper risk management, let's give an instance. Let's say, for example, you have $20 that you want to take as your capital that you want to use to start trading. Now, where risk management comes in is understanding how to position that $20 so it can give you more opportunities to take more trades and make more profits. That is what risk management is just all about. Whatever capital you have, whether little capital or more capital, if you like have $1,000, if you don't know how to manage it, if you don't know how to maximize it, at the end of the day, that $1,000 is going to turn to zero. So I'm going to be giving you a few tips to help you maximize or know how to position yourself when it comes to risk management. For somebody that is starting to trade, I think the best thing is using a minimum of 1% of your capital and a maximum of 5% of your capital. I understand that the more capital we put into a trade, the more profits we are going to make. Is that correct?
Yes, ma. Yes, ma.
But this is the thing. If in one trade you put all your capital in one trade and you get to hit SL in that trade or you get liquidated in that trade, do you know that that does not give you more opportunity to make more money in that market? It means you have to go and source for new capitals before you will be able to take another trade.
Yes, ma.
And that is not proper risk management. For somebody that has $20, proper risk management demands that you use $2 to take a trade. Now I understand it does not completely works like that. When it comes to this crypto space, there's a way that you can use small money and still make big gains. That's where leveraging comes in. But even with that leveraging, if you do not know how to go about it, you'll be setting yourself up for liquidation. You cannot be having a $5 account and you're using 50x leverage. Even 25x leverage is too much because the higher your leverage, the closer your liquidation.
Okay, ma. The more the leverage now is the more the
Closer
liquidation
your
will.
liquidation. Yes. The more the
Okay.
leverage, the closer your liquidation. That's just how it is. So for a $5 account, you cannot be taking $5 account with what's it called? With um with 25x leverage. Before that 25x is going to move by 2-3%, which is like 75x, you'll be very, very close to your liquidation. So if you're taking a trade, you have to calculate your position sizing. Do you know what is position sizing?
No, ma, I don't know.
Okay, so I think that's going to be like another class. So we're going to talk about position sizing and how to calculate your position. Because right now we're going to talk about like how to keep yourself, how to position yourself better for someone that does not understand or know what risk management is. So I
Okay, ma.
think that's just it. So first thing first, learn how to capitalize and maximize your capital. So if you're having a $20 account, it is best that you use that $20 account to enter at least 10 trades. At least 10 trades. Do you know what that does? That gives you 10 times, 10 opportunities to make money. Do you get it? That gives you
Yes,
like
ma.
10 opportunities to make money. And now, this is the thing about having opportunities to make money. You cannot make losses completely those 10 times except you do not know what you're doing. And one thing I love about this space is no matter how much you don't know what you're doing, it still helps. Like, there's a way the market favors you. There are times whereby you could just take a guessing game and you get into a trade, and at the end of the day, you're making money from that trade. So even if you take a guessing game 10 times, this should give you an opportunity to make money 10 times. And somehow, you should be able to make money at least 7 to like maybe 5 times out of those 10 times that you have that opportunity. Do you understand what I meant?
Yes, ma, I understand.
Good. So you should not be putting all your capital in one trade. I was still going to talk about stop loss. You need to learn how to calculate your stop loss. It also falls into position sizing. You need to learn how
Okay.
to calculate your stop loss. For somebody that has small accounts, I think the maximum amount of stop loss you should be using is 30% of whatever it is you are putting into a trade.
Okay.
So if you're putting $10 in a trade and your stop loss is 30%, this means that you're losing $3 from that trade.
Yes.
And it means you also have $7 more. So if you take that $7 more, let's say you hit an SL, you take that $7 more and you get into another trade. There's a high percent of chance that you should make money in that trade. Let's say that $10 you put now, you're to lose $3 because your risk reward ratio minimum should be 1 to 3 RR.
Yes, ma.
So if you're losing $1, you should be making $3. So you get into a trade with $10, you lose $3 to make $9 or maybe $10 or maybe $5 as the case may be. But this is the thing. Let's assume that trade hits take profit and your take profit is $5. That means you have $15, right? In your capital. That's
Yes.
after you take profit. And the next trade you took again is now another $10. And then you hit SL, which is $3. Do you know you're currently still in profit?
Yes. Still
Because
in
the last five
profits.
dollars you made, you're still in $2 profit. Because the last $5 you still have $2 in that $5
Yes.
that you made. And if you get into another trade again and you lose maybe with $10 again and you lose another $3, it means you've taken three trades and you've currently lost only $1
Yes, yes,
and your capital is still intact.
yes,
Are you getting it now? So that
yes.
is
I'm
what
getting it.
proper risk management should be. It shouldn't be, oh, this is the amount of money I'm taking this trade with. What it should be is, how much am I losing in this trade and how much am I making in this trade? So you shouldn't be, oh, if I'm losing $10 in it, if I put this $10 in a trade, it should be giving me $200. The market doesn't work like that. And I think another thing is calculating your profits. For somebody that has a small account, you shouldn't be staying too long in the market. A minimum of 3, 4, 5% move from a coin is fine. If you take $10 with 10x leverage and that coin move by 4%, that's by 40% profit, and that should be around $10 to $11. I said $10, that should be around $4 to $5. Get the the $4 and leave the market. Because if
Okay,
you do
ma.
not leave the market is going to come back and collect that money from you again. And that is where over trading comes in. A lot of people feel like, oh, the more they trade, the more money they are going to make. And it shouldn't be like that. So we're talking, let me see if I can look for an entry here, somewhere around here. So that's what it should be more for you. You shouldn't be calculating, oh, this is how much I want to make in a trade. What you should be calculating is, how much am I risking in this trade? How much am I willing to risk in this trade? And if I risk this amount of money in this trade, how much am I going to make back from this trade?
Yes, I understand, ma. So
You understand?
if you are trading, if you are trading with a $10 account now, so you should be
Yeah.
aiming to be making like $3 as a reward back
Exactly. You
when
should be you
risking.
should be aiming to make at least $3 to $5 as a reward back. That is like 50% of what you invested back into that trade.
Okay, ma. So what you are trying to say now is that 50% is when the ROI reach 50%. That means you are expected to have make around $3 to $5.
Yes, when the your profit got to like 50%, that's it. If you're using a $10 account, that's you're using a
Okay,
$10 capital to take that trade. So
okay,
you should be aiming to make, there's no harm in aiming to make 100% in a trade. There's no harm in it. It's not bad. It's not something that is not good. But this is the thing. What are the chances that you're going to get up to that percentage? And how long are you willing to hold this trade for?
okay, ma.
You get, how long are you willing
Yes,
to hold this trade? Are you willing to hold it for a very long time? And is your account going to suffer if you hold this trade? Because you understand that market do not move in one direction.
yes, it's true.
If it goes up, it's definitely going to go down. Now, there is a high percent chance that that trade is going to get to your take profit. It is going to get to your take profit. Now, what what are the chances that it will not hit your SL before it gets to your take profit?
Even it might get liquidated in the process.
Before it hits your take profit. That is why you have to take whatever the hell market gives you. What you could just do, maybe if you want to stay in the trade longer, you feel like, oh, this trade is still going to do well. What you should do is, oh, maybe take partials or break even. Now, when you break even, there's still a very, very high percent of chance that this trade will come back and hit your break even
Yes, ma.
before it start moving into your direction. You should just have like a small amount of greed in you. Get your 20-30% profit and leave. You shouldn't be aiming for, oh, I need this 100% profit. I need this 500% profit. I need it. That should not be the case, especially as you're trying to grow your account.
Yes,
What you
ma.
should be doing is, oh, today I woke up, I got into a trade, I had 20,000 $20 in my capital. I got into a trade, I made $2. That is my account just grew by 2% today, which is good. So tomorrow I wake up again, I take another trade, I made another $2, or I made another $1. The thing now, the most important thing is what your account was yesterday is not the same thing your account is today. And
Yes,
that is
ma, I
major
understand now.
progress. That is major progress. And don't be letting big PIOs, big RIO, big what's it called? Um all those people with big profits get into your eyes or get into your mind is going to fuck your head up. I think that's one thing I learned in this space. It's really dealt with me. When I started, I was like, oh, those people that are making so much profit, how are they doing it? I want to make profit. I'll be risking more than I can afford to lose. And I would take a trade with them. I would be at a loss. And then in a few days' time, they'll be posting profits in that trade. And I'm wondering, what am I doing wrong? Now, this is what I've come to learn. I've understood that people that have enough money in this space benefit it more than people that are trying to grow their capital.
Yes, ma.
Somebody that has $100 and gets into a trade with what's it called, with $10 can be able to hold a trade even if he's at 500% loss. He will
Yes,
not
it's
get
true.
liquidated because he has the capital. And this is the one of the beautiful thing about it. Even if he's at that 500% loss, it could take him a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. There's a high percent chance that that trade will go back to his entry and move to profits.
With a higher time.
Thank you. And those are most people that do that are people that are swing traders. You see somebody holding a trade that is doing 3,000%. The thing now is you don't know how long that person has been holding that trade.
So,
That person probably will be holding that trade for like 4 months. And then this is you that is just trying to grow your account. You get into a trade with that person. The person might give you an SL, but the person would not put the SL.
oh yes, it's true.
So most importantly, it should be your own journey, not every other person's journey. It should be, oh, I'm trying to build my own account, not let's see how let me do what this person is doing. It doesn't work like that. Pick a
Yes,
strategy
ma.
that works for you, stick to the strategy, learn what's best for you. If you feel like, oh, you could hold trades for days, good, get into it, hold the trade for days. If you cannot hold trades for days, if it's scalping that is best for you, get into the market, scalp the market, leave. That person that has been holding that trade that is doing 3,000% might even be at a bigger loss. Maybe at the end of the month, when the person is calculating his profit and loss, it could be that he's at a loss. Probably because the other trade he took few months back or few weeks back is still at a loss and he has not even breaking even.
Yes,
Talk
I
about
understand, ma.
being in profit.
Yes, ma.
So the thing I want to tell you, things you should pick out from this conversation today, first should be number one, learning how to manage your account, learning how to manage your emotions, learning how to manage your emotions, and trusting your guts.
Yes, ma.
So I want to assume you know technical analysis.
No, I haven't.
You haven't learned technical analysis and you are in digital learners group. Have you tried reaching out to him to like put you through or tell you or maybe explain technical analysis to you?
No, I haven't reached out to him.
Okay. I think my first advice to you would be learn technical analysis. Number one, learn technical analysis. During that process, you would understand that the market is not how we look at it. And no matter how much YouTube courses you take, if you do not understand what you're doing, you're probably going to be taking people's signal trying to be taking more courses for yourself online. And at the end of the day, you'll be doing yourself a whole lot of harm than good.
Yes, ma.
But I'm here, Sha. If you have any more questions that you need, I'm still going to assist you. But one thing I cannot promise you is, oh, I'm going to give you all my attention, or I'm going to teach you technical analysis. I don't know
Yes, ma. I
about that yet.
understand, ma.
So if you have any questions, I think you can ask me before I say the things I want to say last. Then we move.
Currently, I do not have question.
Okay. Since you don't have questions, I think that could be today's conversation was supposed to be for 30 minutes. So these are the few tips I think you should take home with you when you're going. Please go and learn position sizing. When I have time, we're going to have a conversation about that too. Go and learn
Okay.
position sizing. Go and learn how to calculate your stop loss orders. Learn
So
how
wait, let me
to,
write them down so that I can work on them.
okay,
Position sizing.
yes, position sizing. Learn your stop loss orders, how to calculate your stop loss, risk, how to take risks. That's one. Learn how to diversify your funds. Your $20, how many trades do you want to take it with? How many how many times are you willing to risk it? All those kind of things. You learn leverage management.
Okay.
How does this leverage thing work? If I have a $5 account, what's the best leverage I should use? You take that, then market analysis. I'm still going to emphasize on it. If you know all these things and you do not understand what is going on, like this chart I'm analyzing now, do you understand what I'm doing on this chart?
Actually, I don't understand.
Exactly. You don't understand what I'm doing on this chart. Now, this is it. When I came here, I opened it on the 4 hours time frame.
Yes.
Immediately I opened it on the 4 hours time frame. The first thing I saw was that, oh, this chart is in a bullish trend. Have you seen it? Because I've not traded this token. I just have it in my watch list. It's on a bullish trend. This was the last order block. It did a low here. The low broke structure. It came down, did another low. That same low broke another structure. Now it's down to create another low again. This already signifies that this chart is in a bullish trend on the 4 hours time frame. I've already done my analysis and everything. I've seen my market structure. Now the next thing I'm going to do is, okay, I'll go to my 1 hour and see if I can look for an entry where I would like to take my next buy position. Why? Because I do not want to trend. I do not want to trade against the trend. Can you see? So now this is
Yes.
it. Even on the 1 hour time frame, it is still bullish. It is still bullish. I can see it because
Yes.
this is a low, this is another low, this is another low, and this is a high. All the highs have been higher highs. So what am I doing? I'm expecting, let's do this. So now it's at a low here. I'm expecting price to probably come down a little bit before it goes up, because why? It just showed like these three candles signifies that it's moving up. But definitely there's still going to be a little bit of retracement down here before it moves. So what am I doing? I'm setting my entry. So I've not calculated it completely. This is the thing. If I do not understand market analysis, somebody else could
Yes.
probably just come here, look at this chart, and decide that he wants to take a buy from here. Are you seeing this, my question? Decide that he wants
Yes.
to take a buy from here. And this is the thing. He has the liquidity and he might want to put his stop loss somewhere around here.
Yes.
That is stop loss is very, very wild. Me, I do not have that kind of liquidity. I'm just making my giving an instance. I do not have that kind of liquidity. But this is the thing, I'm going to take that trade alongside that person. Why? Because the person posted the signal. He doesn't want to wait for the market to go up and retrace. So he just wants to step in immediately. Am I going to fault him? No. He feels that is right. That is what he should do. Or that is his own pattern of trading, which is good. As for me,
Yes.
I'm still going to hold on here and wait for it to retrace before I take an entry. That is what I'm going to do.
Okay, ma.
But if I do not understand market analysis and somebody gives me this signal and I take it, and at the end of the day I get liquidated before it gets to my stop loss, or before it gets to the stop loss the person gave. Why? Because I'm using a high leverage and the person is ready to risk the 100% of the capital the person takes, or more safe. Maybe the person is using cross margin, which means even it gets to 100%, it could be go to like 500% and be taking more from his capital. And me that has a little money, I would be liquidated, and him will still be in the trade till that trade probably retrace and hit his take profit.
Yes, ma.
That was why you got liquidated that day. The trade hits your liquidation price before it gets to the stop loss that was given on that trade. I don't know if stop loss was actually given. Or was it an analysis you took, or you just came to the chart and you took the trade on your own?
No, just following the signal, like just check the trading view, just take signal and that.
Exactly. It's not supposed to work like that. So I'm still going to give you an advice. First thing you should do is take um learn market analysis, learn technical analysis. But I think if you're ready, maybe you should just reach out to me. We could talk about that privately because this class is recorded. So I would not want to
Yes,
talk
ma.
about it so much. So that's what I'm going to tell you. Learn market analysis, learn position sizing, learn emotional control. And another thing that I did not say is have a trading plan. Well, we've already talked about it. Have a trading plan. If you're going to be making 1% of your capital daily, that's good. If it's 10% every day, that's good. If it's 15% every day, that's good. What that does is it helps you. It doesn't put so much pressure on you, and it helps you know what you're doing in this space. Just coming
Yes,
into the space and not having a plan, not knowing what you're doing, you're just going to be there for a very long time. And at the end of the day, you don't even know if you're making so much profit or you're making a loss.
yes, ma.
But if you have a plan, it helps you, it pushes you. Okay, when you've encountered some amount of loss, it takes you back to let me see what I'm doing that I'm not doing right.
Yes, ma.
So that's my advice for you. Get You've taken down every little thing I said, right?
Yes, I've written it down.
Exactly. So stick to that. If you have any other questions, you could reach out to me. Then we'll talk about it. And anything you would love to learn, you could still reach out to me. We'll talk about it. I think that's all for risk management. And if you would like to take this trade, I think this is good, but it's not
Yes,
a financial advice, my dear. So
yes, I know.
it's
I would like to follow it.
it's not a financial advice. So you could hold on and see the market reaction when it gets to this price and see if you should take it, or you could
Okay,
just, yeah. So that's all I have to say for today. So if you could see my screen, you could probably take a screenshot, or maybe I would take a screenshot and send it to you.
okay, ma. You
So
can
that's what
send
I
it
would
to me,
say.
ma.
I would see you another time. If you have anything you want to ask me, you could come to my DM and we'll talk.
Yes, I'll be in your DM.
Okay.
Thank you very much for tonight, ma. I'm very
All right,
grateful.
dear. Bye bye. You're welcome.